Tyler is 10 years old and in year 6. Mum has mental health issues and dad is in prison. He has excellent academic achievement, yet he misses at least 2 days of school each week. He needs help with emotional regulation, and he's a great actor. Amelia is 7 years old and in year 3. She lives with mum, dad, and 9 siblings in a 2-bedroom flat. Somali is spoken at home. There are no books. Academic achievement very low, but an excellent singer. Kamal is 4 years old and in reception, lives with mum in a studio. Mum has serious mental health issues and suffers from drug and alcohol abuse. Kamal arrives late to school every day. He has speech and language delays and loves to dance. Nazra is 6 years old and in year 2. She's just arrived from Afghanistan and speaks no English at all. She's an amazing artist. Mohammed, 9 years old and in year 5, lives with dad and 2 older siblings who are involved in gangs. Mohammed is currently being recruited to be a gang member. He's a talented songwriter. Now, these are profiles of some children with complex social issues working with Artis. The head at their school says, "Our children are amazing, but their lives are shit." Now, we focus on primary schools in the top 20% of most deprived areas in and around Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, and London. Artis makes a big difference to these children's lives every week by giving them, magical learning experiences through the arts. You might see them dancing the solar system or acting out fractions or singing about punctuation. The problem is we have a creativity crisis in education, and children from areas of deprivation are disproportionately impacted by diminishing school budgets and the government's lack of focus on the arts. Arts education in primary schools has dropped by 1/3 in recent years, and schools are the only place we can be sure to reach children not accessing the arts elsewhere. Primary school teachers are also overwhelmed and often lack the skills and confidence to teach the arts. And this is where Artis comes in. We bring that expertise into schools, enabling all children to reap the many benefits of an arts-rich education. And the arts are not about soft skills, they are hard skills. They're about language acquisition, learning to collaborate, to lead, to negotiate, to communicate well, to be imaginative and creative, all amongst the top skills employers are looking for. Now, the way we do this is we match a highly trained arts educator to a primary school for 1 day a week throughout the academic year. They're also professional performing artists, and we call them artist specialists. During that day, we work with 6 classes, and that can often be an entire primary school. Our program's closely linked to school priorities, so it might be around enhancing speaking and listening or improving behaviour and well-being, and it's really importantly linked to what the children are learning about in their classrooms, whether it's natural disasters or the Vikings. It's all joined up for the children. Class teachers also work alongside our artist specialists, building their own creative teaching skills and taking them back into the classroom. And this, alongside whole school staff training, ensures that the entire school becomes a more creative and happier place. The artist methodology is unique. We join together music, drama, and movement together with the curriculum, and it's delivered by highly trained and very well supported arts educators, and it's not a one-off. It happens every single week. Children also learn with their entire bodies, regardless of their physical, emotional, or behavioral challenges. So it's really inclusive and a great way to learn through doing. You might have heard this Confucian saying, one of my favorite sayings: I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. Indeed, this is backed up by research that says 90% of knowledge is retained through participatory learning techniques, as opposed to 65% through passive means. Now, we're in our 2nd year of a hybrid funding model, whereby half the cost of Artis is met by the primary school and Artis raises the other half, and that is why we're here. Whatever is raised this evening will be matched by a school, and we have a waiting list of eager primary schools. This year, we're working with 34 schools and 27 artist specialists. Now, the cost of each session for each child, it's just £2, and that's £1 from the school and £1 from a supporter. So for every £1,000 raised this evening, an entire class of 30 children will benefit from the many joys of Artis every week for an academic year. If we reach £10,000, that would equate to 10 classes of 30 children, so 300 children in total. Now, when it comes to impact, I would like to leave that to the children we work with and end with the voices of the children you heard about at the outset. Have a listen to how Artis is transforming their lives through the arts.
At the start, I was a bit scared because I had a really small voice. Now I shout across the hall so everyone can hear me, and I don't feel afraid now.
It makes me feel more playful and happy through the day. It helps me be more positive and have more creativity. When I find new words, it makes me happy. It makes me feel brave. It gives me ideas.
It's like another way of learning, but funner.
I love it.
Thank you.